Peace, y'all. What's going on? Y'all see we got the moon going on in the back. We got the moon going on in the back. I'm out here meditating. Just got finished meditating. And I'm feeling super extra good. You know, I want to make a video today about the power of calling your power back. All right. This is extra good stuff. Okay. Sometimes you have to call your power back, not because things are negative, but because initially what you were aligned with dissolved to make room for something even better, okay? And wow, I got a lot of these, I don't know what these are, fireflies or whatever. Y'all probably see these little bugs flying around me. It's all good, I love it. A lot of times when things don't work out in life, the first thing your mind coaches you to do is to be discouraged. The first thing that happens is discouragement, right? In your mind, right? But you know what happens to people who control their mind? You create a new reality and you let your mind know that that is not the reality, okay? It's very easy to be discouraged when things don't work out, but we remember always that everything is working for us instead of to us, okay? It's never the time to be discouraged and say, this didn't happen to me when it was supposed to. And the reason why is because it's never about what happens to you. It's always about what happens for you, all right? What's happening for you is a better reality, a newer reality. Alignment comes to mind, okay? Alignment comes to mind, and it's very important to not be stuck in any state of mind when you are seeking alignment, because what you are seeking seeks you, all right? Remember that. What you are looking for is looking for you. The reality that you are thinking of in your mind is what is materializing in your physical, okay? Hit that like button. Now, when things are not working for you, it's because a new construct is being created for you to embody or dwell in, all right? Hit that like button. There is a new reality that is formulating in this moment, all right? This is a timeless message, all right? And the reason why I'm encouraging you to never be discouraged when things don't work out is because the minute you're discouraged is the minute you are now officially living in the past, all right? That fast, that quick, it happens. It happens to the best of us, all right? But the reason why I'm saying but is very profound. But your ability to maneuver and pivot and switch your paradigm is what is going to be the new catalyst in creating your new reality, all right? Hit that like button. Very important that you not get stuck in circumstances that didn't work for you, because what you can realize very fast when you shift your focus is that it didn't work because it was not aligned with your greatest good. What is aligned with your greatest good is what you are experiencing now. It is the essence, the energy. Essence and energy meaning the same thing, essentially. The essence of what it's like to just be, even if that thing didn't work out, all right? To just be able to sit in that energy and do the shadow work and do the self-introspection, because a lot of the shadow work that we do doesn't always have to have anything to do with healing, all right? A lot of us on this journey are already healed, okay? And we don't intend on having to heal anything, and we're not looking forward to going into anything that we are going to need healing from, even though life always requires us to have a certain level of healing, because when life happens, you have to be very transparent to the fact that there is going to be ebbs and flows, ups and downs. So the essence of healing in that aspect is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the other aspect where we are fully healed, and we're not going into anything being optimistic. We're being very sure. We're being very focused in the alignment. And how we can be focused in the alignment is because we are already looking at what we are already. All right. And that is exactly what is coming into our life. So whatever frequency you emit is what's coming into your life. All right. And a lot of times the times when you are calling your power back, it's not always because something negative happened either. All right. A lot of times you're calling your power back because you need to be at full power when you are operating in your newest timeline. All right. It doesn't have anything to do with mishandling of your energy or energy siphoning or someone doing an energy swap or what do you call it? A destiny swap or anything like that. I'm not even talking about destiny swap. I'm just talking about energy swap, because we live in a time where it can happen, where you may be in a good mood, somebody is not in a good mood. They may take an opportunity to show you that whatever they're feeling, and you take on their energy, and then they're happy and they walk off with your energy. So a lot of times, and that's just one parable, but a lot of times it's very important to call your power back when you're dealing with realities that are formulating, because it's going to take everything you are in order to become everything you are. What do I mean? It's going to take the sacrifice that you make is the lifestyle that you're previously making in order to, that's what has to sacrifice in order to step into your newest timeline. Now I'm talking energy level. I'm not talking about anything physically or anything like that. I'm talking about you have to be able to swap one mind state in order to optimize a higher mind state, or as I like to say in a lot of my videos, a lot of times when you do reach a higher level, the very next level, it doesn't necessarily mean it's positive. You may have to do groundwork. You may have to do, I just did a video on groundwork, and I didn't even talk about no, what did I do the video? What was the name of the video? Grounding. Anyways, go check out that video. I just uploaded it. Grounding energy or something like that. Energy grounding. A lot of times you have to fully ground into the embodiment of what you are looking to optimize in order for it to manifest, because, you know, as we are aligning, that version of yourself is already in motion. It's already there. You just have to align with it. Okay. I'm doing a lot of studying right now. I'm going to continue to do some studying after I get out of this YouTube video. Of course, one of my mentors definitely gave me the idea to hop back into the Kabbalion. So I'm into the Kabbalion series, and I'm learning a lot again, even though I read it already. But one thing I love about reading is every time you read a book about higher sciences or hidden knowledge, which is not really hidden, you learn, every time you read any book, you learn something different. It doesn't have to be about any of the books that deal with hermetic principles or higher sciences or any kind of mathematics, as far as like your energy and how to build and add on and subtract certain things and add other things. It doesn't have to do with that. It has to do with every time you choose to read, whether it's a audio book or a physical tangible book, or even if it's your own book, like a thing of like where you are writing down your dreams or you're journaling or you're doing highlighting or you're doing anything like that, you're always going to get a different outcome as far as like what kind of information you intake based on where you are in your life. So it's important to recognize that the reality that you are looking to call forth, you have to live as if it is already here. You have to imagine, all right, and use your imagination to create the idea of what it is you want to walk like, what it is you want to talk like, what it is, how you want to dress, the kind of connections you want to make on a friendship level or a love level, or, you know, even if you're building a stronger bond with your children, you know, you have to kind of imagine that it's already happening, and so that you can walk into it. Because if you can't see what you're walking into, then that means you can't see what you're walking into. All right, really important stuff. I got a few things that I want to share with you all real quick. As far as like what's in my hand, I got a couple of crystals. All right, I was talking about calling your power back. All right, so what I'm working with right now, I have a what do you call it? I got the black tourmaline. I got the black tourmaline going on. You can't see it. It's in here. Anyways, you got the black tourmaline in there. Back up a little bit. I got the 4K going. 60 frames per second real quick. 60 frames per second video with the 4K. All right, I got the black tourmaline. I got the black obsidian. And I got the hematite. All right. Now, y'all already know what's going on with the hematite and the black tourmaline. That's almost like a return to sender. All right, which is, it's possible to be on that kind of time if that's what you need in order to call your power back, but that's not what I'm talking about in this video. It's just a matter of aligning your frequency with what it is that you need in order to get the desired outcome that you need. All right, you need to literally, figuratively and literally become what you need in order to get what you need. All right, because as we all know, whether you see it on social media or you experience it in real life, nothing, I'm not going to say nothing is coming to save you, but I'm just going to say you are coming to save you. The all is coming to save you. The Most High is coming to save you. You know, whatever you align with is the frequency that you are aligning with to get the energy you want to be in alignment with. So it's important, you know, I'm out here, I'm meditating, and you know, these things just came to me. I wasn't even planning on making a video during this time right now, but and that's partly because I'm actually editing another video that I already pre-recorded. So be on the lookout for that. But yeah, you know, I just felt really called to say something because, you know, life happens. All right, life happens, and life happens, and it's very important to my bad, I got distracted. I got my sneakers over there. They was getting ready to, some little kid was getting ready to step in my shoes. Ain't that so funny? It's funny. Anyways, before I get sidetracked, you can not step into a reality that you have not already pre-imagined. All right, you have to be able to see what it is you have to be able to illuminate, whatever may be darkness for you, so that you can see the different treasures that you're walking into. All right, yeah, you know, this is the thing about shadow work. All right, shadow work, it gets a bad rap. And so, you know, a lot of people or circumstances think that you have to do shadow work because you're suffering or that you're hurting. But really, the shadow work is that you're looking into the dark so that you can light the space up and find the different treasures that are already there waiting for you. You know, if you don't see what's there, how are you going to know what treasures to unlock, what treasure chest you're going to open, which which gold pieces you're gonna get, you know, or whatever. I'm trying to imagine what illuminating a dark space would look like that has treasures, or just anything that's abundant for you. in a mental space. All right, I'm thinking about it like in a mental space. So I'm trying to paint a picture here so that y'all can imagine. This is what shadow work means for me. It's not a anything that has to do with negativity. It doesn't have anything to do with negativity. It has everything to do with when you lose your way, you're not really losing your way, because as soon as you light that dark space up, you are going to see the different treasures and gifts and abundant things or mindsets that are already a part of your experience. All right, it's just a matter of now you can see it. So I always do the shadow work. I'm doing shadow work now, and I'm not even going through nothing. You know what I mean? I'm healed. I'm good. Everything is good. I feel good. My mind is sharp. You know, everything like that. But it's not about me. This video is not about me. It's about you. It's about, you know, life changes. Things may happen where you may get discouraged. Things may happen where situations or circumstances might fall short. But I'm here to encourage you to look within and remember that you are the treasure. You are the gift. You are everything you need to be in order to be happy. And I want you to thoroughly recognize that you seeing yourself happy first is the most important thing before anyone else can see you happy. It's very important to get into that happy space and to lock in to the essence of what happiness means for you or to you. All right, so that you can that's what's gonna shine a light from within. And you know, that's what you see when you look into a person's eyes. You see their soul. All right, the eyes are the window to the soul. Okay, and I'm being called to say the heart is the window to the spirit. I don't know why I want to say that like that, but that's how it's coming through. Anyways, I'm rocking with that. But you know, again, I'll say it a different way. Things happen. Things fall short. Sometimes, you know, you're supposed to meet up with people. Maybe they don't show, or maybe you don't feel up to it, or whatever happens. But don't feel bad about what things seem like it is, because nothing is never truly what it seems like it is. Things are always a lot better than what it seems like it is. Okay, a lot of times the blessing is you not going through certain things. The blessing comes when you don't go through what you imagine you were supposed to be doing today. You know, the real blessing is that the Most High might be blocking that from you because there's something better, and maybe you're playing it small, you know. And it's nothing, it's not a slight to you. It's just you were doing the best that you saw. You saw yourself wanting 100%, but the Most High has 1,000% for you. So this is, you know, it's just about, you know, when there's nothing else you can do, when there's no more work that you can do to try to do your best, the only thing you can do only thing left to do is align with the 1,000. If you're working hard to get to the 100% and you feel like you're getting at 99% or 98% and you starting to get discouraged, it's time to, you know, punch out. It's time to stop working and try to get that 100 and just align with the 1,000. You know, let's keep it 1,000. Let's keep it, like I say in some of my videos, let's keep it 1,000 glasses of coconut water. You know, hit that like button, you know, because listen, this is not the time to be discouraged. Trust me, you know, there's so many blessings that are waiting for you to believe. You know, there's so many things, there's so many people that, you know, wanna help you because they see you're helping you. You know, it's not about nothing. You know, it's not about nothing other than when you help yourself, people want to help you. When you love yourself, people want to love you. When you're happy with yourself, people want to be happy with you. You know, so remember, you have to be able to imagine what you want to live like. You have to be able to see it in your mind. Your mind is the canvas. Your mind is where you paint the pictures. You know, and everything you see in the physical plane is just a manifestation of whatever is in your mind. All right, so be in alignment. get in alignment if you're not. And if you are already in alignment, keep up the great work doing you. All right. Life is always better when you doing you. Trust me. And it's not slight to nobody else, but we're not externalizing anymore. We're not putting any energy into things that are not serving us anymore. This is why I'm possibly going to name this video "Call My Power Back." Because if something's not working for you, why should you be putting all of your power into that and being burned out, and now you don't have no more power, and now you have to wonder how to get more power? It's almost, energy is like currency. Attention is like currency. Pardon me. Attention is like currency. Attention is the new currency, right? The thing you put the most attention into is like you spending money, and energy is like money. You spend all your money, you don't got no more money. You spend all your energy, you don't got no more energy. Okay, it's a ladder. So you can either climb the ladder or be the ladder. So just align with getting into calling your energy back with things that are not serving you, and let's do it quick. Because we're not waiting 2 and 3 more. We're not waiting 2 and 3 weeks no more just to finally get angry enough to say, I'm gonna call my power back and this is not working. Because we don't know. Now, of course, I'm gonna say we don't know how much time we have left, but I'm talking in the third dimension. But when you know that time is just a construct, then you start living in the present and you say, okay, well, I'm not gonna waste another moment of externalizing my energy into things that are not going to have a return, because it's not because you're looking for anything, but remember, if you're putting your energy out first, so you should be concerned about getting your power back if you're putting your energy out there and you're not getting a return back, because it was yours first. So let's get in alignment with ourselves. Let's get in love again with what we see in the mirror, who we see in the mirror. And I'm not saying the actual mirror. I'm talking about when we look within. I'm not talking about a physical mirror. I'm not talking about something you see in your bathroom or in your dining room or in your living room, or I'm talking about when you look in the mirror. I'm talking about you looking within. Now, I spoke about a few crystals before. I'm going to say something again. I'm using black obsidian, dragon's glass. Now, that's a scrying tool. That's a tool that you use to look into the past or the future. And it's a truth-telling stone. It's a stone that is very truthful. It's very honest. It's very clear. Hit that like button. Confirm that. Hit that like button. It's a confirmation. Dragon's glass or black obsidian is one of the first crystals that I started using that helped me to see. It was like a flashlight into my dark space, and I was able to see what it is I am. I was able to see what I'm projecting. I was able to see how I'm showing up for myself or for other people. And I'm happy that I want to do the work, because there was a lot of work to do. All right. And that's kind of a stone that I want to recommend for y'all. If you are a truth seeker, if you are into the truth, if you are into honesty, if you are into keeping it real with yourself in reality, black obsidian is a stone, okay, that you want to get. Okay, black tourmaline is another stone that will protect you from anything negative once you do look within. Okay, black tourmaline is, a master protector crystal. It is the most protective, most grounding, protective crystal that you could ever obtain. All right, and hematite is another one that will block any negative projections from anything outside of what you see, and possibly send it back to whoever sent it. Or it may never get sent to you. It may just stay with whoever it is that's trying to push it. But that's, neither here nor there. Anyways, those are the 3 crystals that I'm working with right now. Of course, you already know there's other crystals in there. Like there's other crystals in here. There's amethyst. I got amethyst going. I got Super 7 amethyst. There's 2 different amethysts. What else I got? I think that's it. Yep. Yeah, I kept it minimal this time. Then I got the golden healer. All right. And then I got the black tektite. Black tektite. Y'all already know about that. In some of my other crystal videos. Golden healer is a healer crystal. Compassion healer. It heals you, it heals other people, it heals your perspective on how you looked at, you know, a version of yourself that wasn't healed. So it's a really good crystal, you know, very inexpensive. That's what I'm working with, especially while I'm making this video right here, right now. And it also, you know, the compassion is the love of the higher version of yourself. All right, so you're able to tap into that love energy for what you stand for and for what your walk is, based on, you know, how you perceive yourself when you work with that crystal. Black tektite, you already know, it absorbs. This is a really good healing crystal, as well as the golden healer. This absorbs all negative energy, whether it's yours or whether it's other people. It absorbs it. All right, it absorbs it and it sends it back into, no, it just absorbs it. It doesn't send it anywhere, but it's actually a grounding stone, and it's actually a really super positive stone. This is actually all right, I guess this is a meteorite. Like, this is like a you know, comes from a comet or something like that. So extraterrestrial, just like the moldavite. You already know I got my moldavite on. If you took your moldavite off, put your moldavite back on. Put it back on. All right. And listen, I love y'all. I'm thinking of y'all. That's all I got for y'all tonight. All right. Super long video, probably 30 minutes. All right. Tap in, tune in, lock in, log in. All right. Sending y'all love, abundance, high positive energy, frequency, vibration, all the good stuff. No knickknacks over here. No you know what I mean? No small positive energy. I'm sending large positive energy. I'm sending abundant positive energy. I'm sending a positive amounts of love in infinite waves. All right. And go ahead and check out, should I say, well, y'all already be looking at the description anyway. Well, y'all say it anyway. Check out, if you want to see what kind of services I got, check out the description, check out the link in my bio, and I'm gonna leave a link underneath the comment section. I'm gonna pin it in the comment section. And what else? I got some new subscribers. I love y'all. Thank y'all for joining the ride. Thank y'all for joining the community. And thank you for just being a part of something amazing that it's not just mine, it's yours as well. All right. This community is not just mine. You already know how we do over here at the Ocean Experience. This is our community. This is for us. All right. So I'm sending y'all love. I'm sending y'all life. All right. Life. Okay. Okay. I was going to say love and light, but life, you know, may the new version of yourself be the life that you want to live. May the new version of you be the you that you always imagined. May you continue to show up for yourself and others the way you see fit. All right. And just know that I love y'all. I'm thinking of y'all. Go ahead and do something great for yourself. All right. I will go ahead and see you all in the very next video. Peace and love. Namaste.